Hello there, and welcome back to Corey Loses, where today we are once again continuing our Stellaris playthrough as the Galactic Republic. In the last episode, we basically found all the other factions in the galaxy. Unfortunately, they are not the other Star Wars factions that I set up, which is another reason why I didn't do this as a full giant galaxy playthrough yet, because we are just testing some of that setup. But today, I guess we are going to continue on trying to expand into this territory. I would ideally like to get here and here and here through here secured so that we'll have all this space, and then we'd ideally try to spread out a little bit this way to stop them from expanding. If we can get up to here, that'd be great too. But let's unpause the game. Or I don't know why I closed the galaxy map there, but we can open that. We do have our colony on Carta built up and ready to start doing stuff. Unfortunately, everyone hates us right now, which is kind of okay because eventually we are probably going to have to fight everyone. But I'm going to sell more of our minerals because we really don't need all that. We have a lot of everything else too, so I'm going to try to get a little bit more alloy. So, oops. I wanted to add new sell minerals. Can I... Oh, that's more than I wanted to do. Okay, so...
Survey complete.
There we go. 40, let's do that. And I'm going to change this buying to that. And maybe we'll even get some consumer goods. We'll see. How are you guys doing? You're good. We should probably be okay to expand our fleets a little bit too. We can just reinforce those ones. After a recent visit of the Rocket Industrial Fleet to Carta, it has been noticed that a number of resources are missing from the central reserve. Suspected that the Rocket Industrial Fleet somehow made off with them. We only lost 200 of those. Market. Can I increase this and still be okay? I think we should be able to. How much is that going to affect us? Only -6. So we can sell even more of those. Lord Fondi has been elected Supreme Chancellor of the Galactic Republic. Supreme Chancellor's reign has come to an end with the election campaign promises unfulfilled. So let's actually sell 20 more of those. And I'm going to get this down to just 20 flat.
Construction complete.
How is that science ship doing? No, that's fine. Did we run out of, or did we lose our science somewhere else? Did he switch out? That's all good. I think we're okay with everything right now. Really, consumer goods would be good to get another little bit here. So let's buy a couple more consumer goods. It's 4. Every member of the Vengralian Trium is their own boss. This does lead to some administrative issues. What do you want? Increase housing by 10% for the duration of 80 years. 4 specialist pops. You know what? Let's do it. Can probably even sell more of that. We're not getting anything from having extra minerals there. Oh well. I'm going to bump this up to fast. I'm not going to go up to faster again, at least right now. And I'm going to check our factions again right now. It has been a couple of days since about a week since I was playing, because I did have to go away for a bit, but selling research trees with at least 3 other empires. That's everyone in the galaxy. What do you want from me? Keeping any enclave stations within our borders facilitates cultural exchange. And join a federation. Well, neither of those... well, I guess this... Does that count as being within our borders? What are reliquaries? It's an old story, but not a long one. When the caravans first came together and the Caravansary Caravan Coalition was established, it was decreed that a small... Okay, I needed to check if I was recording there. It was decreed that a small random portion of goods passing through this station every year was to be seized, placed in hermetically sealed containers, and stored in a cargo bay on the lowest level of the station. This custom has been upheld since time immemorial, and the cargo bay recently filled up. It's now our duty to sell these sealed reliquaries. Don't have enough caravan coins. $2,600. 8,400. Let's buy 12,000. And let's open a reliquary. Contains an ancient chart over long-dead trade routes, and it's included in our capital system of Coruscant. Ancient trade route modifier added, giving plus 10% trade value. That's helpful. And I think that's good for now. We can get another one of those later. Actually, I'm going to check if we can get another one of those now. Need some more time. Okay, never mind. How are we looking?
Special project complete.
Have we finished any of the other ones? No. We don't even have any dreadnoughts. The dimensional portal on Carta seems to lead to a realm which is opposed to the sapient mind on a fundamental level. Any and all contact with material from this dimension causes intense suffering in the subject, which if continued for more than a few minutes leads to intense suicidal urges, coupled with attempts to mutilate their sensory organs. Even simply studying data recorded in the strange dimension, not the storage dimension, causes intense discomfort in the biological observer, and cascading errors in computer systems. Find a way to close the portal!
Log updated.
What's our fleet manager got to say, though? How are we not... We can do 2 ships for 318. We need a lot more of this.
Construction complete.
We're kind of running low on stuff. You're good there. You can get that, and then we can get mining and research stations. Can we build anything here? We can't build any of those. Lacking 45 of those there, bud. But we only got 33 there population there, bud, and 38 of them jobs there, though. So what do we got to do to increase that there, though, bud?
Survey complete.
Consumer goods, amenities, and immigration poll. Let's do that. Carta. Growth and courage. Can we do that on Coruscant? Did I just miss that? Yeah, we can. 1,000 food. We got enough food. Alright. That'll do her there then, bud.
Complete. Special project complete.
Science officer Braden Deld has managed to partially translate the alien mural discovered on Strom 1 there, bud. It's a memorial for an extinct alien race that once maintained a small interstellar empire in this region of the galaxy there, bud. They were apparently exterminated by the creators of the mural, a fact that they seem to regret there, bud. Given that the mural has been dated to be in excess of 300 million years old, it's likely that its creators are also extinct by now. Perhaps most interesting at all is the material that the mural was made of, despite its age it's in remarkably good condition. And we get 200 experience and 150 of the engineering research. Good job there, bud. Alright, let's buy the mining stations. That. And we'll do that.
Evading hostiles.
We encountered some form of alien vessels in the Zarum system. These strange objects have been flagged as revenants until we can learn more about them. That's a rough name. Close the portal, research that, investigate revenant, research that, investigate the giant skeleton. We're kind of busy for that. Did that please... Does that count as being within our borders? I don't think it does. How's everyone feeling? Yeah, it doesn't count.
Construction complete.
Didn't really incorporate an enclave with that. As the Gar CR-70 approaches their gargantuan black hole, they find that they are not alone. At the edge of the event horizon, it soars, reflecting light from the stars being drawn into the dark, gaping hole. A gigantic construction in the shape of a perfect sphere. We cannot pick up any signals from it, nor does anything we send make it respond. It simply sits at the edge of the abyss, waiting. Against the Technosphere event change. Chain, not change. News of the encounter with a deep space construct of gargantuan proportions is spreading through the Galactic Republic. While the entity does not appear to be of biological nature, its mere existence has inescapable ramifications for the possibilities of technology and mega engineering. It is, in fact, awe-inspiring. Where's this? There. Oh. Gargantua is within the Commonwealth of Man. But they're going to be kind of messed up by the Penthulan Free Warriors.
Special project complete.
The drones are remarkably efficient at squeezing ever-diminishing returns from rocks. Human miners would have soon discarded, deemed exhaustive all worthwhile mineral content. Our top engineers are working on adapting the drone's methodology for use in the Galactic Republic. Mining networks and stations which should improve efficiency, effectively lessening energy expenditure. Of lesser import is the fact that the drones are not completely silent, contrary to previous assumptions. They emit signal pings, though extremely infrequently and at a wavelength hard to isolate from background noise. If there's anyone left to receive these pings, maybe a mystery from another time. For another time. Damage to mining drones. Let's get that one. Sorry. Alright. This is still going. We can reinforce. Oh, we did get a... I mean, it calls them Architens. It's actually a Dreadnought. We got a couple Dreadnoughts here. How are we comparing the people right now? Equivalent for everyone. Their fleet power is superior. Economic is equivalent. Fleet power, economic, and technology is equivalent. Fleet power is superior. I like that it says economic now, because I think it was fleet power, fleet capacity, and tech before. I don't know if that's a mod change that happens to be included with one of the Star Wars asset ones, or if that's a base game change that's gone through. Either way, I approve. I think we're going to pop it up to faster, or fastest.
Construction
just for the moment. And...
Special project complete.
The space amoebas, the nickname now lovingly popularized on Coruscant, are solitary animals. Left to their own devices, all but the youngest specimens are accompanied by a quasi-independent organism dubbed flagella, seemingly respond by the amoeba and programmed through liquid, RNA-laced secretions to do the bidding of the host. Initially assumed to be young space amoebas, the flagella does not seem to factor into any reproductive mechanics. Each individual flagellum instead operating solely as a disconnected limb for its host amoeba. These flagella are capable of manipulating and even attacking objects in an impressive yet restricted range around the host, periodically returning to the lodge inside the host amoeba's body for reprogramming. There are potential military applications to be found in the regenerative properties of the amoeba's thick hide, or in the flagella's graceful patterns of movement. Evasion +5, or regenerative hull tissue. I think flagella, the evasion +5, is going to be better for us on this map. Alright, where's this one? Julia is... Okay, that's just a trade station. We had another trade hub. Off-world trading company, Galactic Ambition, -20%. Let's do that. And Ubilia is... Commonwealth of Man declared war on the Kanatsa Corporation, conglomerate. That's good. For this, we are going to put... There's not really any trade we can do with that one. This is going to be more of a defensive one. The portal was determined to be able to handle almost unlimited energy input. The keyword is almost. By generating energy at an unprecedented scale and continuously bombarding the portal, it was eventually possible to cause it to overload and collapse on itself. Needless to say, the generation of vast amounts of energy has the potential to be useful in other areas. Gain some stuff. Let's do a missile battery and a gun battery. We'll do an anchorage after that. I'm gonna go with disruption field and target uplink.
Complete.
This is gonna have to be a fully defensive station, I think. Reports of extraordinary free-floating crystal-like objects observed in certain systems has been investigated. The ship-sized objects and their slightly smaller but equally crystal-like satellites at first appeared inert, but sudden shifts in their orientation relative to our ships and our new energy signatures emerging from within the prisms indicate they might be alive. A fascinating prospect to be sure, but they should be approached with caution. Our best and brightest are standing by to study these entities. Crystalline study, we can learn to coexist. And pacificate. Let's do study.
Updated.
And how is this doing with everything? Research that. Have a construction ship. Where is this?
Special project complete.
Let's do that special project afterwards. After continued studies of the massive skeletal remains found in Ishnar 1, Science Officer Braden Deld has concluded that the creatures served as some kind of organic starship. Much smaller bones from at least 3 separate species were found within the larger skeleton. We assume these came from members of the crew. For unknown reasons, this organic starship suffered catastrophic damage and crash-landed on Ishnar 1. But we cannot begin to understand the biological engineering necessary to grow a starship like this. The study of these bones alone has substantially advanced our knowledge. Incroyable. Alright,
Invading hostiles.
build the mining stations, build that, and build that one. We picked up a signal. It originates from the titanic metallic sphere we encountered earlier. Previously impervious to contact attempts, and now sends up a rhythmic pulse of radio waves, pointed towards the black hole it orbits. What it's doing is beyond any of our staff, but the signal might have created an opening into the sphere for our scientists to exploit. That sounds fascinating.
Log updated.
Alright, you ended up in a place that's not especially helpful. But we're going to still send you back over there. Where's the other science ship? Oh, you're over here. So you know what? Research that. And this guy over here.
Technology
Research
discovered.
anomalies. Research anomalies. Alright, tech first, then the other thing.
Complete.
Gene stuff. Naval capacity. Let's actually do the war exhaustion gain. I spent trait points. We can do that next. Here, ship fire rate. Let's do that. The planet Borsch 3 is the home of a marvel of nature. Giant, colorful explosions appear in the sky, a result of the chemical composition of the atmosphere reacting to the sun's gamma rays. Students and senior scientists alike are spreading this find like wildfire. It's generated quite the spark of interest for the scientific field among our people. Survey speed and anomaly research speed is up. That's good. But we should move on into... Where's our species? And... let's see if there's anything else we can do here. Unemployed pops have reduced happiness, but we can just make sure that's good. Military service full, okay. Citizens, everything's good. Colonization's fine. Population, okay, so that's all good. It appears that the asteroid ZR012 and the surrounding debris originated from a former planet. Deep within the center of the asteroid, we can find traces of extremely valuable alloys. There are also hints of bacterial life that has now died within the vacuum of space. This shows us that a celestial body once bore the promise of life. Adds the X-planet modifier to ZR012. Right, will this bring us directly back here? Okay, yeah. Create template. Can I not edit that? Hold on. Okay, so I have to create a template. And traditional, Unity from jobs. Engineering research from jobs. Physics from scientist jobs. Society. Pop housing usage goes down. Pop growth from migration. Resettlement. Worker output, damage, leader experience gain, leader level cap. Consumer goods. Huh. I'm gonna go for the pop for the house usage. Create, and let's apply the template.
Log updated.
Modify our species. There we go. We're running out of a lot of resources there. What's this? Unemployment.
Technology discovered.
4 people, 3 jobs. And overcrowding.
Special project complete.
Likely due to the vessel being a civilian transport, the shipboard databases were not fully scrubbed as part of the decommissioning process. So while nothing else of value was found aboard the ship, our data scientists have managed to recover partial references to unknown alien tech. Get rare crystalline.
Complete.
I want to do this though. I'm going to build one of those. The Crystalline Entities, the name itself a compromise between rival factions of xenobiologists and xenogeologists on Coruscant, were most definitely alive. Some overly conservative members of the human academic elite argue that they are silicate animate matter, and that they have little in common with biological life. The vast majority of the Galactic Republic's populace reject that regressive perspective, instead turning their eyes toward the fascinating new horizons that their crystalline entities represent. They are somewhat regrettably solitary beings, each individual crystal sovereign rarely seen with more than one sentinel in a smaller cohort entity. Aside from the cohort and sentinel clearly being subservient to the sovereign of the group, subtle nuances of the crystalline entity's socio-hierarchical relationships are lost on us, which does not stop these dynamics from being the subject of fevered study on Coruscant. The entities do not seem to mate, and we have yet to observe any crystals that are recognizably older or younger than others. Contrary to an earlier hypothesis, the shifts in hue between individual crystalline entities seem to be related not to their age, but to their internal charge. Their latent, not talent, internal charge, which can be violently unleashed, and it appears as if through sporadic fluctuations in this charge after the refractive property of the crystal. I don't know why I'm stumbling so much through reading today. Seems potentially useful. Energy goes up. Let's do that. Yeah. And now we can get a new research, cruiser hull points,
Technology discovered.
rivalry, mega corporation. That's all rivals now. Research Institute, energy credits. More resources.
Initiating communications.
All right, you did that.
Construction complete.
Non-aggression treaty. I'll do that with you. I'll go in on that deal. We're now Shark Tank. Build that. Build that. And if we can get a little bit further down the line. Hear that train coming. Coming around the bend. And then let's keep on keeping on. And can you be reinforced a little bit more? 410. I think that brings us all the way up to full on that. And how's that put us with everyone? Their fleet power is superior, their tech is inferior.
Complete.
Everything equivalent. Everything equivalent. So that's fine. I feel like they've lost some territory. Commonwealth.
Special project complete.
The metallic orb has been opened up. Our hacking team has been able to use the outgoing signal as a gateway into one of the auxiliary CPUs of the sphere. We're receiving some data from it and can tell it's been scanning into the black hole Gargantua for a very long time. It is old. Very old. This constant calculator now lies within our grasp of understanding. If we push harder, we might be able to find out what it's doing here and who built it. What marvels might it contain? A cinematic universe, perhaps? Contact the main CPU, or hack the main hard drive and take everything. No, let's contact the main CPU. Hello. Hello. Nice to meet you. Hello? It's quite enjoyable to pass the time with pleasantries, is it not? We hope the rest of your kind is not like you were, when you did not take kindly to small talk. You see, you don't get to enjoy conversation much anymore. Few are well versed enough in the finer points of quantum programming to reach us. So thank you. We are the Infinity Machine. Your words, not ours. Or has that not happened yet? Either way, it will eventually, trust us. What are you? We are what we are. The ones who calculate. You call us the Infinity Machine, or will at least. It is not a truthful name, but it is well suited to highlight the ingenuity of our design. We will tell you our history now, as we've done so many times before. All right. We need to convey it in words. That's new, or is it? It's hard to keep track of you all. We were constructed in the crudest sense of the word, in order to solve a problem. We solved it, and we needed more problems to solve. We now only have one left. Can we assist in your research? Perhaps. We could finish about 7.51 times 10 to the power of minus 9%, if we could borrow your most advanced processing units, as well as your brightest minds. We would be satisfied in finishing faster. We wish to know the answer. We will allocate resources to you.
Log updated.
You already did, or maybe that was the ones who came before. It matters not. The task shall finish. We are excited. Okay. One scientist, skill 5 or higher. You. Yeah, you're good.
Construction complete.
Research that there, then there. Resource storage is for. I'm gonna sell more of this. We are losing credits and making a lot of minerals. Consumer goods. I'm actually gonna put this up to that. And I'm gonna put this up to that. I don't know why. I don't need this much. Just do that. How are you doing? 5 and 5, current unemployment, probably because of the skill. Yeah. An unemployed specialist. Let's get a generator district. I'm relatively happy with that. You are not doing anything, so you may as well research some anomalies for us there. How's Kuat's fleet? 884 to reinforce. Does that get us all of our acclimators? Which are actually called Victory class destroyers, even though they're not.
Construction complete.
No. That's fine. Build our mining stations there. Receiving a transmission from the Independent Space Station of the Mutagen Merchant Guild. They appear to have successfully translated our language. Well met, friends. I represent the Mutagen Merchant Guild, and let me be the first to welcome you to the Strudma system. Our organization consists of hundreds of independent Mutagen merchant captains who brave the spaceways in search of the next good deal. At our facilities, you'll be able to trade away some of your excess resources. Please contact us if you are interested in such an arrangement. You can already do that, though. You probably just give slightly better prices or something. Once we have Zabine, either Zabine or Zarin, we'll put a trade port there. Because that'll go through a lot of good trade. Which will, yeah, it'll go all the way up this way. That'll go through a lot of really good trade. As suspected, the asteroid 41CV-109D holds within it a great mass of metal and does indeed have some manner of machinery. The gathered data clearly shows that its constituent parts contain great quantities of stored energy, but its purpose remains unknown. Caution proved well in order. Hidden inside 41CV-109D was a host of old mining droids programmed to attack on sight. Science officer Braden Deld fortunately detected this early and was able to jam the drone's sensors long enough to disable them. The drone's cores are old indeed, but retain a vast amount of energy for siphoning. Excellent. Alright. Well, we're still expanding here, and we, I think, have found what will lead to an endgame crisis for us. I've never had this quest line show up before. Sorry, my throat died. But I'm looking forward to find out how it works. So thank you for watching, everyone. I hope you are enjoying this series so far and are looking forward to the rest of it. And I will see you next time. Bye, everyone.